Alright, there's a bunch of leaked stuff for Black Clover, and I wanted to make a video just talking about everything, what I expect to come out next and all that. So, any and all leaks so far we've got from BCM Leaks has been just correct. I'm just gonna assume there's a pattern there. All the characters we got, some details on exactly what the characters did were not entirely correct, but that's mostly because units get, retested and stuff before launch, so I assume there was a plan on that. I think, like here. No, this is Teresa, which hasn't even come out yet. Nah, the characters that we just got, it wasn't exactly what the info was, but the characters were correct. So, I'm just going to talk about the characters coming up next. I'm not going to read off everything that they do because I'm kind of sick right now and I cannot use my throat like that. Oh, this is the Venom. So, we've been known for a while, the seasonal characters. Except, we swapped out Charlotte, there's someone even comment here, for Noelle as a Season 2 character. Season 2 should come out in a few days. People are going to be wondering, should I skip Season 1 for Season 2? We're going to have to wait and see how the Season 2 characters work, because honestly, the Season 1 characters are so good. Blue Yami, Red Asta, Green, Mimosa, 3 phenomenal characters. It's really not worth skipping them. Like, no matter how good these new characters, seasonal characters will be, skipping that banner is just idiotic to me. They're all so amazing. But if the way that Global is going to be handling seasons is the same as GP, then you're going to have like a whole long time before you can actually save for the next season. So Noelle, you can read off a little bit of what she does if you want. I'm going to put it on screen. If you want to pause. We have Yuno, which we knew was going to be a thing. Yuno was already on the other leak as well. This is interesting though. Attacks after removing immortality effect. This is very specific. I mentioned sometimes, maybe a lot, that this game has a lot of similarities to Epic 7. Immortality is a buff skill in Epic 7 that is honestly pretty common, considering how broken immortality sounds on paper, right? And there's a lot of characters that remove buffs because of that, to balance that out. And it seems like this specifically removes immortality, not just straight up buffs, which is interesting. Gosh as well, which we had known too. This is a little more like detailed on exactly what he does and stuff like that. Personally, I'm just excited for Yuno because it's Yuno. I think no, this is like a banger kind of like lineup with Noelle and Yuno. But I kind of wish they would have held Noelle for next season. I think Yuno is already like a big hitter. Noelle didn't have to come out this one, but sure. Then we have some new assets for characters coming out. New Charmy, Dorothy, Funzel, Gifso. Some of these characters, I'll be honest, I don't remember who they are. I read the manga, and names are... I'm terrible with names, so Gio, Kahono, another... Is the same one, I guess? No, it's different. Okay. Kyoto, Ladros, Langris, Mariella, new Mars seasonal. Might be next season. Ragus, Vanessa. See, when I saw the leak for a seasonal Mars was actually not that long after the game dropped. I was like, already a seasonal Mars? Because Mars is already like a really good character in the game. But if it's like only next season, so like in almost 2 months or more than 2 months, then it's alright. Vanessa and Yagos again. So the characters that we got leaks for are Kahono. So as I recall, timelines in the anime and manga are different, but she actually shows up kind of late-ish. So it's really interesting there. She's already having a character, but we have some kind of late characters as well. He has a combo skill with Kyoto, of course. And then also we have Kyoto as well. So he's an attacker and she is what? A healer, of course. She's a healer. Okay. And as well, he has a combo skill with her too. Of course, Kyoto, they have to come out together. I would have liked, if they went to the Grand Cross system, the old Grand Cross system, not the new one, of releasing 2 characters in one banner, that'd be pretty cool. I think this would be like one that makes sense, but we'll have to see. And we got a bunch of characters that we don't have actual info on what they exactly do. But JULIUS, as a green debuffer, I think it's way too early for us to get JULIUS. But, you know, that might be, these are just info on SSRs that have been added to the files. Not exactly that it's coming up anytime soon. JULIUS could be a character from 4 months from now, you know? But keep in mind, we got leaks for Raya and Vetto, and they came out pretty soon after that. Mariella, I was wondering how they were going to handle her, but I guess it's just like this. Funzel, I honestly didn't remember who he was when I was looking it up, but yeah. Ladros, another one of that group of characters as well, makes sense. And then Dorothy as well, which apparently, so according to here, was supposed to release at the start of the game as like an SSR, but they instead released Lotus. So Lotus was an SR on the beta, or an R, I'm sorry, I don't remember exactly. I think it was an SR on the beta, but he was so good. And truthfully, I think if I had to rate who is the best PvP character in the game, Lotus has to be at least in the discussion. He's arguably the best PvP character in the game. Like, when he works, when he doesn't screw you over, right, by not landing anything, he takes control of the match instantly and wins you the match. Like, Lotus is legitimately, like, in my opinion, arguably the best PvP character in the game. So, it's so funny because I didn't even remember who he was, because it's freaking Lotus, bro. You know? Like, but regardless, she was supposed to come out, but then they actually was like, okay, the SR Lotus we have is so OP, instead of nerfing him, because obviously they could not release Lotus as an SR. It would be way too broken. Just for everyone to have a max duped Lotus. I guess it wouldn't be broken if everyone has it, but still. They drop in as SSR. Also in a way to be like, okay, now you guys have to summon more if you really want him. It's smart, makes them more money. But yeah, she was supposed to come out instead not. She's one of the, like, the least, I want to say, I don't want to say important captains, but she kind of is, you know. So I don't mind that she didn't drop with Nozel and stuff like that. I mean, a lot of the captains aren't really that big of a deal in the game. Like, Nozel has an interesting combo attack, but right now in PvP, some people use it for fun, I guess, but it's really not optimal. You know what I mean? So, also an interesting tweet from BCM Leaks that I was not expecting. PC version is closer than you think. So, I can talk about this, I think. Global version, right, has been pushed back. People, when's the global version coming out? It was supposed to be July. We're not sure exactly if it will still be July. What we got word of is that it's been pushed back. Don't know exactly why. It might be because of the amount of bugs we've been having. So if you give me a second here. Just scrolling through the news page here, we've been getting so many bugs. Like, today we just got 30 tickets in the mail because as a sorry for just the amount of bugs we've been had. The other day, so this was birthday, so we got like 200 crystals. The other day, let me see. Yeah, so Raya came out recently, right? And there was a bug that regardless of your ult level on Raya, he would always have a level 5 combo attack with Licked, and everyone was like, holy shit, his combo attack is so strong. And then it was a bug, right? So they fixed it, and they fixed it in a way that it actually made him too weak now. So they're like all over the place. Really unfortunate. It's going to be fixed eventually, but again, like as a sorry for all this trouble, they're giving it to us. There was a bug where, if I can scroll down a little more, maybe I can find it. Where your multi wasn't showing all the way. You were still getting the characters, but it wasn't showing your whole multi on the screen. So they took the game down, and everyone that pulled before the game was taken down got a full refund of their summons. I unfortunately did not because I wasn't awake. The actual news page actually ended up getting 200 tickets back. It's pretty nice. And everyone got an extra 10 tickets. So just from these bugs, we got like, everyone got 40 tickets just from existing, you know? But yeah, it's been a lot of stuff. And also, like, there's a lot of stuff they have to work on, right? The game is good, but my god, there's a lot of stuff that they overlooked. The drop rate on stages is something they majorly overlooked. It's so bad. It's genuinely just so crushing. Leaving your game, farming overnight for like 300 runs of the stage, that's like infinite stamina. Like, so much stamina. And then you have like, you get like one LR gear that's like defense main stat, so you're never gonna use it. It's just horrible, horrible, horrible. So I can understand why the Clover is being pushed back. They probably are working on all that. So seeing that there's a possibility of a PC version also coming in not that long from now is really interesting. My god, I want to... BlueStacks is the best there is, right? Right now, I've used every emulator. BlueStacks is the best there is, but even BlueStacks sucks. Like, all emulators suck. Like, they don't suck. They work. They work for what they do, right? It's better than nothing, but having played on the Grand Cross PC port for years now, I can never play Grand Cross on an emulator again. My god. No way. So, it would be nice if they also make a proper PC version with, you know, all the features, unlike the Grand Cross PC version. That'll be also phenomenal. So, that's about it. There's stuff coming up. I still wonder, you know, because we've got word of the release of Black Clover Mobile having some stuff already that JP wouldn't have at launch. If a lot of these characters will drop already at launch, it wouldn't be the worst thing ever. Because, you know, a lot of these banners, they are skippable. So getting all the banners in order like we're getting on JP is also good. Because honestly, I would skip Fugolion and Red Yami personally. If I was a free-to-play player coming into Black Clover Mobile as soon as it drops, I would personally skip those two banners, go all ham on the seasonal banner, get as many Lotuses as I can, get, you know, the seasonal characters, as many dupes as I can, then hold on for Licht, and then hold on for the next seasonal banner, stuff like that. Because, like, Red Yami, Fugolion dropped off pretty hard. So, I don't know. But we'll see when Global comes out, all that stuff.